Hey guys, Darren here with a box review of 1996 Collector's Choice Update. So this is basically the Series 2 for 96 Collector's Choice. And the reason I got this box was because I wanted to get the box bottom and understand a bit about this. This was after Upper Deck had stopped doing special box bottoms, but here in this case, they have a card game that they have that's a part of this release. And so I needed to understand how it worked, so I got it for the football field. It's a pretty small football field for what the card set, for what the card game does, but it does have that on the bottom. And these were fun packs to open up. This really was. I don't remember opening. I know I opened 96 regular. I don't remember opening Update when I was collecting at the time, but I wasn't a big Collector's Choice fan. Upper Deck had shafted me with 94 Choice, and that still resonates. I still think that they owe me. So this was kind of a brand new experience for me, and I did enjoy it. Let me start off with the fact that the card set here, I got within 46 cards of a complete set. It would have been nice to get closer because you can see that they're almost the same number of doubles as regular cards, and that's obviously the collation wasn't a clean array. There was still some variety in it, which is okay. In the case of this set, there aren't a lot of stars, so getting lots of doubles doesn't really benefit you as much, because the card set as an update, this is looking at basically players who had skipped team or who had shifted teams. And usually when a player goes from one team to another, they're not that valuable of a player. And in fact, there are basically no stars in the entirety of the core of the set. A guy like Irvin Fryer can show up, but this was late in his career. He wasn't really of much note. So you're not finding any stars or any senatorial senators in this card set. But that's why the card set starts off with, while it does have rookies, it also has franchise playmakers. And these cards are where they have the stars. But the key, of course, is the rookie cards that they have, the draft pick rookies. And the draft pick rookies look really good. They're really impressive here in this set. I like the way that they come across. Now, as far as stars go, I got all the stars of note. So I got an Eddie George, I got a Marvin Harrison, Keyshawn Johnson, Ray Lewis, Teddy Bruschi, Terrell Owens, Emmitt Smith, Aikman, Elway, Terrell Davis, Barry Sanders, Brett Favre, Marshall Faulk, Dan Marino, Curtis Martin, and Jerry Rice. There's no Steve Young in this set. So those are the ones. And then the checklist is Dan Marino and Jerry Rice, although they're ghosted in. And just to get it out of the way, for the doubles, I got an extra Eddie George. I got 2 extra Keyshawns. I got an extra Ray Lewis. And then an extra Emmitt, Aikman, Elway, and Davis, Barry Sanders, Brett Favre, Dan Marino, and Jerry Rice. So those were the doubles that I got, which is about right. I didn't get George and Harrison or I got George but not Harrison. I didn't get Marvin Harrison in the doubles, but they had a lot of inserts. And since I started off with the game, this is the You Make the Play card game, and it's a card game you can actually play on your own because it's not a strategy game. It's a game of chance. The way that they've built it, you could probably change it however you want. At some point, I'm going to sit down and actually play through the game. Not that it's a terribly exciting adventure, but I do want to go through the process and get a feel for it. And it's littered with stars. Now, these were, as I recall, they were 1 or 2 per pack. 6, 8, 9. No, I guess they were 1 per pack. Oh, that's right. I'd opened up another box recently that had an insert that was 2 per pack. So it was 1 per pack. And I got Jerry Rice, Dan Marino, Marshall Faulk, Brett Favre, Curtis Martin, Steve Young, Barry Sanders, Troy Aikman, and Emmitt Smith. So these are the players I got, and numerically, they all fell right in line. So I got every card from 29 through 68. So that was the group of numbers that I got. It was all pretty much lined right up. But every single card, as you can see, it has a different result. And these are, so right here, card number 52, Brett Favre. Every one of these card 52s does say first down. There's another Brett Favre card in the set, and it has a different play result. But the idea is that the result on the card is what goes along with the game. So that's the way it's built. And it is offensive players. Well, no, it has defense players too, as I recall. Yeah, it does, because, yeah, Junior Seau right there. But these are not defense. Well, I think that the cards that the defensive players show up on have a defensive-like result. But the whole game is built around you're just the offense, and the cards are telling you what you're doing. But they do have special teams cards as well. So they have offensive cards and special teams. That's the way the set's built. And they also have instruction cards that show up. These are not, so these cards have rounded corners, just like playing cards, because that's what they are. That's the way they're treated. The instruction cards have square corners, so they're more like regular cards. And the one thing that disappoints me, it does have a scorecard down here so you can keep track. And that's the reason that you get so many in the box, because I think it's 6. I got 7. So I got 7 of these, but these replaced a card in the pack. So every single pack comes with 12 cards. Anytime there's one of these, there are 11 other cards in it. So this replaces an actual meaningful card. That I didn't like that. They also have a contest, and it's a scratch off. So the idea is that if you choose the name, if you choose the result of the question. So there's a question here, which in this case says, can you name the only NFL team to finish a season winless since the league adopted a 16-game schedule in 1978? And so you got the Buccaneers, Colts, Saints, and Patriots. And so you scratch off. If you get it right, then whatever it has, you can send in for it. Now, these cards are actually collectible because they do have numbers on the back. So this card is 49 out of 90. And these were coming, I think, 12, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah, 12. So 1 out of every 3 packs has one of these. So there's actually a collectability to them, which is interesting. And ironically, right here next to the camera, I happen to have the upper deck, the main upper deck equivalents, the ones they did for Upper Deck proper, both with Dan Marino. So this is somewhat collectible. So this I actually did enjoy getting. They also have some Stickum cards, and these are just stickers like they'd been doing. They did it in 95, they did it again in 96. And so each one of these has a sticker of the player, helmet, and the box for the name. That shows up on each one of these. And for some of these players, there are also mystery cards. And so the idea is you get the mystery card and you figure out who it is. They have trivia on the back to give you a hint as to which player it is, but if you happen to line it up, then you can put the two together and create a combined card. So technically, this is an Emmitt Smith card, and this is a Barry Sanders card. That's, for those of us who collect teams and players, that's a fun aspect of it. But I got those 2, and then I got 4, 6, 7. I got an additional 7, so I got 9 of the mystery cards, and then I got the 2 plus 2, 4, 6, 7. So I got an additional 9 of the sticker cards as well. And as you saw, Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith, I got both of those. Those were the only ones of note from that set that I got. They also have some tribute cards, and they have 3 players, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, and Dan Marino, as you can see right here. And the cards are all designed in the same way. There's a 4th card that has a combination of all 3 on it. But I got one of these, and what was exciting for me about this was I didn't need the box, I didn't need the cards, but I did. This was the one of the 4 tribute cards I didn't have. I needed to get it, and I got it out of the box. So this box was actually a really successful opportunity for me, simply because I got to learn about the cards, some things about it that I needed to know. I got to do the box review, obviously, as you can see, and I got this card. So I did really well out of this, and it made it a lot of fun. But this is one of those sets where I think it's a lot better to just try to pursue getting the set itself, getting it out of the way, because it's not laden with the quality stars. The fact that it has Teddy Bruschi and Ray Lewis and Terrell Owens is a big plus for the card set. And like I said, the cards, they do look good. As you're going through pulling these out of the packs, these are great looking cards that are a lot of fun to see. That was the experience that I got. You get a couple of rookies at the front end and usually a playmaker. So the experience of every pack was great. As you can see from the array of stuff here in front of me, you get one of these in every pack. You're usually getting, I guess it's about, usually you're getting one of these, or one of these. You're getting something else in the packs. Most of them do come with an additional card, which means that through the whole process, you're actually getting stuff out. That's the fun of this. I wish there was more of, I wish they'd done parallels, because in '96 they didn't bother to do that, but it makes the box a little bit more accessible, I guess. But otherwise, it really is a fun experience. And they do have good players. So again, the players that are Eddie George, Marvin Harrison, Keyshawn Johnson, Ray Lewis, Teddy Bruschi, Terrell Owens, obviously, and then some vets that do not include Steve Young. So those are great, but it's a great looking set. It's designed around kids. That's really who it caters to, but let's face it, it's awfully fun to do this from time to time ourselves too. So yeah, that's my take on it, and thank you guys for watching.